Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Sody Cat from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Hiya. Welcome back to my videos. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. It's a which is Wednesday here in Thailand. I'll learn you Thai. And it's a little beautiful sunny day. A bit more blue, less cloud, less white. So a bit warm. You can feel the warmth come back again after a couple of days of cloud. But yeah, it's about 30 degrees. Yeah, nothing new. Right, I just want to say something. I get the impression some of my videos have been buffeting. I do apologise for that. I really do. I'm updating my equipment. I really am. But you got to I did do a video yesterday. I think it was in the afternoon, and I think by the time that you got to talk about humidity, etc. But I'm actually looking into it and finding why, and my video were buffering, etc. For instance, which I do apologise, but I am rectifying the problem, etc. And hopefully we'll get something sorted out. Just throw that out of the way. It's not very nice, the bag hanging over. But anyway, guys, so I hope you're doing well. First, obviously, it's 1 point. It's Wednesday, so another day at Manchester City Football Club, yeah. So for instance, seeing the players enjoying the beach. So wonderful, yeah. They were really good yesterday. So I can totally understand. The faces are smiling, happy faces. It really is. It's really nice to see. And I'm sure I'm not preaching to the choir here, and I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. But again, for instance, myself, when I ran down to the beach yesterday, I remember, for instance, the sea was a little bit rough. Well, I wouldn't say rough. It was nothing more than anything. I went for a swim. Not as beautiful as blue as the ones. For instance, in the picture with City, for instance, at Boca Raton, when I go swimming underwater, for instance, I always open my eyes and I can't see nothing in the sea out here at the moment. But never mind these things. It's still lovely to go swimming. It's just great for your mental health. It's great for your physical health. You're getting the fresh air, swimming and running, and lovely, absolutely fantastic. Just amazing for your health. Too much sun doesn't do much for your skin condition, as you probably can see. But I've also lost a lot of weight. I used to be very, very fat in my face, etc. So I've lost a lot of. I used to have a pair of pudgy cheeks, but I don't have that now. So, but yeah, it does a lot of good for you. And seeing the sea, getting the sea wrapped on you, for instance, good. It's a nice little massage on your body, and doing that yoga on the beach. That is something I do. I do yoga on the beach. For instance, I don't have So it's just wonderful. And you don't need music, or you just need the sound of the sea, and it's just wonderful. You can sit outside and just stand out and just do yoga, and I can totally understand. And it's when we talk about players' welfare, we're talking about mental health of players. When you talk about as well as the physical, because again, we talk about the strenuous of a new season. It doesn't look like, even though they're in the middle of competition, that they don't look tired, do they? They look refreshed. They look happy. They look like they're enjoying themselves, doing what men do. What's it called? Play around and horsing around and playing with a ball, etc. For instance, and Pep Guardiola's involved, and it's just wonderful for their physical health, their mental health, their rejuvenation, their teamwork, their togetherness, which also goes down to the season. So all these doom and gloomers on TalkSport and Sky Sports talk about how Man City is going to be tired by the end of the the Premier League season. By the looks of it, for instance, they're in this tournament and they don't look to be under particular stress. And it's no fault. Everything's down to their environment, the area, for instance, so for instance, and what Man City put them in. So yeah, I think it's great. It really is. It really is. I think Man City are a very, very good club, and we do this a lot. I do it, and we look after the players, and the players get everything they need. And and one thing what was interesting yesterday is there's been reports now and about Jack Gaughan, the Daily Mail and whatever, and he's coming out and saying things like something that players said yesterday, and the players were saying that, for instance, the what's it called? There was no what's it called? There was no talk in the dressing room. The coaches who were designed, because we have a lot of coaches, and there was no coaches. There was no talking. There was no geeing up players. No, like in last season. And this season, etc., you kind of got, and you said during it's like there's about 8, 9 coaches that around all shouting encouragement. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I see Cal Torre on Inside City just a while ago, and he's just backing out orders. He's backing out, like he's encouraging the players. Come on, come on, come on. I didn't realize he was that good. I know he's been working with the youth team, etc., for instance, and doing a good job. But my God, I know he's temporary. What's it called? But I think we should definitely keep him if he's this enthusiastic and this. But yeah, but it's nice to see. I see like Pep Lindens. I see him kind of like looking very stern and authoritative, which I don't mind but I don't mind on Pet's assistant, and I haven't seen James French, but I believe he's doing well, and I think the players are responding to him, like Ilkay Gundogan was saying. Phil Foden was saying how the fact that the players are responding to what was being said. I was listening also as well, Beer, for instance, and they were talking about his Manchester City changed. Is again coming up to the new season? So there's certain things which tells me we're going to have a good season and we're going to have a bad season. One, getting the transfers in, right? Getting them in early, getting them in job done, boom, let's focus on getting them in and getting them settled, right? Number two, for instance, the kit. I've said yesterday, I think the kit looks good, the players look good. For instance, I have this, again, the treble kit, when I looked at the Calvin Bell treble kit, when it was announced, etc., and his family, and they did the thing around the stadium, and it came down, and I saw the kit for the first time, I thought, that is a lovely kit. That is a lovely kit. And I had that vibe, and we went on to win the treble. This kit, again, I don't mind it. I didn't think it was a wow kit in any way whatsoever. It was a nice kit. I don't mind the 061 thing. I thought the collar was a little bit flimsy. For instance, it didn't look as stern as this kit. So it just didn't do much for me. And the black stripes, etc. With these stripes here, the away kit and the home kit just looked brilliant. That may not be important to you, but it's important to me. I think sometimes you had that kind of something. But also the most important thing is the way the players are reacting on the bench as well, the way they're playing. You can see that vibe, but also they're getting encouragement from the coaching. New coaching staff, fresh voices, fresh, new, feels good, and the players are responding to it. Right, and for instance, and regardless of what people are saying, I can see shoots. I have plants outside the front. I know when a plant is happy, I know when a plant is sad. Okay, when I see a plant's new shoot coming through the door, and that is what I see in Man City. I can see the fruits of the players, and happy. And I think that's reflecting on what I see. You could call me what's it called, blue-eyed spectacles. You could do whatever. I just get the feeling that, for instance, do you know something at the beginning of a football game, and the way players warm up, you know when if the players are up for it, the game, or the players are not. And I just get the impression that the moment I'm getting the signals, which is good. And even though there's an opportunity, there's a possibility we're playing Real Madrid soon. It's just you just feel it, don't you? And I feel that we can beat Madrid. Okay, and that's the thing at the moment, etc. I just feel that we can beat Madrid at the moment because of it. And so for instance, I get that feeling at the moment. So so for instance, I just get. I think there's a good competition. There's good new young players, a good new system, different players. We can change it up. We don't have to play the same way. We've got different players who can play different ways. And the players are responding to the fact that the squad's big, and for instance, a lot of players want to stay. A lot of players are saying, "I want to stay. I want to stay." So again, we're getting that good vibe, So yeah. So for instance, Ryan Nori, just been talking. He was talking on Pep Guardiola. He's told me to play without pressure, drive the ball, cross into the box. I'll try to respect the advice he gives me. And that's what I'm saying. He just wants to drive now. Before it was all about possession. Now we want to drag forward, get the ball, get into that box. You know, these low blocks. That Southampton game, I think that was the pivotal. That was the beginning game where City, because we needed to get a point, and get something, get a goal, and we couldn't score against a team, and they celebrate like they won the Premier League. You know, what's it called? It was embarrassing, that goal, and also against United. You know, what's it called? We got 1 point against United in 2 games. United was the worst team. You know, with ever United, and we didn't. And that derby, can't stand that word. For instance, when referring to these 2 teams, but no, I just don't. I want to see Man City. They need to be more clinical. They need to get the ball into Haaland. We need to get the, for instance, be more. And seeing Agnori just, you know, taking on his man, going, seeing Jamie Doku doing more. So, for instance, and they've got to do better. Savinho doing better. Get that ball in, cross that ball in. And with the likes of Reiners now and Cherky coming in, that is what I want to see. And now we've got the big man at the back, Mr. Getting better by the day. What's it called? Rodri. Now we've got a settled with, for instance, Garcia. So, for instance, I just feel confident now, for instance, that we're not going to be run through like we were before last time. But, you know, and again, it's going to be, you know, but we'll see. Yeah, it's also in the dressing room. Man City dressing room had said revealed that the squad were left bemused by the lack of communication from the background and the staff. None of the supporting coaches would investigate on one-on-one chats to perhaps explain what Guardiola's thinking. So yeah, so I think, you know, and it's good. Yeah, so really confident, really happy. And it's important for me, again, mentality. One thing is, as I'm getting older, is really that is this. This means poo. It really does. You know, what's it called? Looking after your body is important, but also looking after him is just as important. This is more, and I think it's more becoming. Before, when I was a kid growing up, it was pushed into the can and man up. But I think now this is more important. And when you're dealing with young players or whatever, or older, even myself, etc., mental health is important. That's why living in a good environment, having the sea and going down to the beach, they'll come back with a big smile on their faces. What's it called? Just that environment, and I think it was great to see that City. And Pep Guardiola joining in as well. When you got the manager joining as well, you know, it's always good. And doing the yoga session, good yoga. I like yoga. Good. Yoga's good. Right, let's go move on to something else. Diego Costa is expected to leave Porto this summer. Still don't know. This is the 2 things I said we need to sort out. Well, 3 things, 3 massive things we need to sort out before when we get back. Will be the right back position. I think we should. I don't know, for instance, unless a prominent right who get Livramento, fine. If we're going to get somebody, for instance, who is not good as Nunes, or what we've got at the moment, with Nunes or Akanji or I wouldn't say John Stones, etc., or Aki or Rico Lewis, etc. I just don't. I don't understand why we need to go for somebody, for instance, who we've got players who can play that position. Good. I know the other players are not there at right back, but we got players, for instance, who can fill the position, and so. Again, injuries, etc. But if we don't get Livramento and we don't get, for instance, a good right back, a prominent right back, a really good one, didn't fancy Wesley at all. It's 20 million as well, it's nothing. But I think it's important that we need a good, either get a good right back or stick with what we've got. Right, and Diego Costa, for instance, we still don't know about Eddie. Needs to get that sorted. Me personally, I think he'll stay. I think there's all this talk about Etihad, all talk about the Saudis, but there's nothing been coming in. There's nothing prominent. There's nothing going in. Now, whether that happened towards the end of the transfer window, or whatever, I don't know. But Pep needs to sit down with what's it called? Hugo. He needs to sit down with whether he's probably already done it. He said it appears that if a bid comes in, but it's like we're going to keep his eye on our toes all the time. Getting Costa, are we getting Costa? Not getting Costa? You know, and that's got to be really uncomfortable as well. And also Ortega, what's he also going to do? If Costa comes before Ortega, is he going to get his nose bent out of shape? That needs to be sorted out as soon as we get back. Right, okay. Do you remember our thing I talked about yesterday? That was unfortunate. Rico Lewis has got 3-match ban. He got an extra two match games, where Nicholas Jackson's got a 2-match ban for kicking a player, deliberately kicking a player. But Rico Lewis got a 3-match ban for colliding with a player. He didn't kick him automatically. He collided with him, and the foot happened to go into the guy's face. Didn't cause him any reputable damage. Didn't go for stitches. Nothing like that. But Rico Lewis gets 3-match ban, where this guy gets a 2-match ban, and he deliberately went for the player. How can that be, Nicholas Jackson? How can that be? Don't get that one. That's definitely, yeah. Right. Mikey Richards, happy birthday. Still got questions over you, boy. Right, let's have a quick look at the few other things. They said the ladies Euros are starting very, very soon. See who players, which players we've got playing in the Euros. So for England, we have Cara Keating, Alex Greenwood. Well done, Cara, for your clearance, for your innocence. Alex Greenwood, Jess Park, and Lauren Hemp. For Germany, we've got Rebecca Canat playing for Germany. Spain, we've got Leia Olazuba playing for Spain. On the Netherlands, we've got two. We've got Kaspari and Niemeyer playing for Spain, for the Netherlands. For Switzerland, we've got Imar Bini playing for Switzerland. So good late ladies in the Euros. For instance, should be good, really good. Looking forward to it. Keep an eye on that. Right, let's have a look at the FIFA World Cup. Bayern Munich played against Benfica and lost. So there you go. So PSG has lost a game. Bayern Munich have lost a game. Okay, they're playing a better opposition, but don't care. You got to come in, do the job. If you don't do the job, you'll lose. So Auckland, well done Auckland, got a point against Boca. Didn't Bayern Munich lose against Boca? Okay. Overall, I was actually watched the game except for they should have won, but they didn't win. Chelsea won the game against Tunis, Liam Delatford. So well done, Liam, for your first game, first goal of the season. And LFC won and Flamengo won. Today we've got Dortmund versus Usan, Melody against Fluminense today. So, let's have a look at the couple of tables before I go. So because everything's kind of wrapping up now. I got finished. So you got Palomares and Inal qualified and going through because they played 3 games. I got PSG off a goal or whatever. They played 3. So you got Benfica over Muchin. They both go through. Never got qualified. Never. And then you got Flamengo against Chelsea. Chelsea are through. In second position, Flamengo win that one. River, Inter Milan, Fluminense against Dortmund, Juventus, City, Real Madrid against Salzburg. There's the teams. There's the games need to be concluded. So we're looking forward. I expect Pep's press conference. Got to say something else. To be done today. I'll be watching that. But overall, very happy at the moment. Happy transfers. I was listening to talking in the end before I go. They really talk about who's leaving. I think there's a lot of times when it's going to be awful. We don't know. All the players look like they're happy at City, and nobody wants to lose. You got John Stones now coming out and say he's happy. Ilkay Gundogan and say he wants to stay. Bernardo Silva, the captain. So all the unks and all the people, for instance, who are expected to leave are all want to stay. So it's going to be tough. Who's staying? Who's going? We'll talk about Piano Reece going out on loan, but it appears that Reece wants to stay. For instance, so Reece wants to now. So not wants to stay, but the club has changed its mind over Reece. So yeah, it's going to be interesting about who's going to get done. It's hard, I can tell you the truth. A lot of fans going to be kind of like, well, he's going, and he's going. To me, for instance, if you get rid of the unks, as the people say they have lost it, they haven't got it anymore. Well, that's not true, and also you're getting rid of experience. Okay, where so for instance it's, but you've also got to worry about who's got the worst injuries. So John Stones on his day, the man. Must go. John Stones can go through a full season without with these mysterious injuries. No, so it's going to be a tough. So hate between. Still got a lot of questions. So who's staying, who's going, and what's the size of the squad? Heartbreaking. I want to see players leave or whatever. I want a bigger, and the reason I want a bigger squad because of what we had last season. Guys, love you and leave you from Thailand. Take care. Have a good day. See you soon.